guys, that was my foot and that was weird. But today is so exciting because I am gonna tell you
little stinkers
how to have a good quarantine, but also not just quarantine, every day. My hair is wild right now. So, we're gonna start this off with a little background. So at the beginning of quarantine, everyone was having a really hard time. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know who to believe, who not to believe. Crazy. But I know a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of family who are going through a really hard time right now, whether it's just being sad, being angry, being frustrated. Me, myself, I'm furloughed from my job, so it's a very confusing time for me, and I really let it get to me at the beginning of quarantine. But now, I was like, let's go. Let's attack this year. Because 2020, a lot of people I know, me included, was like, or we're like, whatever. 2020 is gonna be my year, and it's still 2020. It's still your year. Let's tackle it. Let's turn this thing that's really negative into something that's really positive. So if you're sitting in your house and you're thinking, wow, I'm sad. I don't know what to do. I can't get out of bed. I can't even cook a meal. I gotta Uber Eats every day. And you don't have to be sad to order Uber Eats because I do it a lot. Sometimes because I'm sad. But I just want to give you guys some tips, some tricks, some helpful things that you can use in your quarantine that I've used to really turn around my attitude, because I've spent a lot of time by myself reflecting on things that I'm really grateful for and thankful for, and how to just make this time that we have to ourselves or with our families really special, even though a lot of things are going on right now that we don't necessarily agree with or we can't control. We should be able to take things that we can control, like the tricks I'm going to teach you, and really just take control of that and take this time to really reflect on ourselves. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys 20 tips and tricks of how to make your quarantine a happy place. Let's get started. Oh my god, I almost just fell off the couch. Okay, so I have a little cheat sheet above, so if you guys see me like looking like that, it's because I'm looking at the tips and tricks. Okay, so number one, I know I get really down, I get really low sometimes, but what really brings my spirit up is dancing like no one's watching. So step number one is dance around like no one's watching. Maybe it means grabbing your family, grabbing your friends, grabbing a stuffed animal, which is what I'm gonna do, and dancing around. I made a playlist on Spotify. It is called Only Happy Days, and that doesn't mean that you can't have any sad days. It just means let's make every day something a little bit happy. Maybe it's dancing around and listening to this playlist. And my friend Kendall from high school, she also has a playlist that I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of as well, because it is really good. So yes, number one. Number two is go to the pool. Get outside and get some vitamin D. Yeah, I'm pointing to my window. Go outside, but don't come here because I'm quarantining. But go outside, go to the pool. I have definitely spent many days at the pool, tanning, reading, having fun, swim like a dolphin. Dude, it is so cool. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Okay, this is a tutorial. You literally put it, and Kelly told me I didn't look like a dolphin when I did this, but I think she's lying. You go like this. If you guys are still watching, thanks. But go to the pool is step number two. Step number three is bake something. If you got a box of brownies in the pantry, put that little stinker in the oven and cook it up. Nothing is more satisfying than cooking something or baking something and then eating it. Oh my god, it's so good. Yes. Number four is something that I just recently started as of like yesterday, because I've had a lot of time to think to myself and really reflect on what I'm grateful for in life. So that brings us to step number four. It's called a gratitude journal. So it's very important every day to think of things you're grateful for. I almost said gratitude for. I've had coffee, I'm so sorry. And now I'm drinking a matcha smoothie, so rip to whoever tries to call me later because I'm going to be wired. But there's this great app, I think it's just called Gratitude, and you can add photos and a description of what you're grateful for that day, and then you can look back, I think, because I haven't really used it yet, and you can see what you were grateful for that day. So I love it so much. It's great. Step number 5. Step number 5 is to follow a schedule. Nothing gets me more on a routine or just makes me feel more focused in my life than doing a schedule. So for example, for me, everyone's different, so in no means do you have to follow the schedule, and it's not the same every day. It depends. You gotta be flexible, which is very important in this time because being flexible is hard, but we don't know what tomorrow is gonna look like. That's a song by Taylor Whitmire. Thank you. So I wake up at like 7 or 8 every morning, get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, make breakfast, drink some coffee, maybe sit on the couch, relax, do some homework. Then I go to the pool. I relax there, have a great time, come back to my apartment, do some workouts on YouTube. And then I start cooking dinner, and then that's the night. So you just have to follow a schedule that's good for you in quarantine, because even though we're not doing what we normally would do every day, it's important to still have a sense of a schedule so that you don't feel lost. Because a lot of us do right now. It's not just you, I promise. Let's get physical, physical. What am I doing? Number 6 is exercise. I have definitely taken this into some serious consideration because I don't have time to exercise when I work my 2 jobs. So I have been going for runs lately. Who is she? And I've done some workouts on YouTube. I will show you guys the pages. It's MadFit, it's EMK Fit, and they do some dancing workouts, and they're just fun, but they will make you sore. Don't think they won't. So that's another great thing. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Step number 7 is go for a drive. The other day, I was actually talking to Amanda about this. If you don't know who Amanda is, she's my roommate. And I was like, dude, I'm in such a bad mood, and I don't even know why. Like, that's the really weird thing about quarantine, is that sometimes you just wake up in a bad mood and you don't know why. Honestly, that's kind of how life is. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for a drive, I'm gonna put on some good music, and I'm gonna jam out. And that's what I did. And it turned my mood around so much. So if you don't have a car, maybe just go sit in your parents' car. Don't put it in gear if you don't know how to drive, and just sit there and just jam out to some music. There's nothing like sitting in a car, driving or still, and listening to some good music. Step number 8 is to have a group FaceTime with your
Cheers, Bella.
Daniel, your friends, your family, whoever the heck it is, FaceTime them. My siblings are in high school, and they're having a really hard time because, I mean, if I was in high school and this whole thing was going on, I think I would be so lost. And I know a lot of people are, or even adults. Like, you see your friends at work every day, and it's so weird when you don't see them anymore. So conduct a group FaceTime. Me and my friends who were on my Disney college program with me did this a few months back, and it was amazing. It was just very positive and great that we could all just fill each other in on how we're doing. Do it like little check-in with your friends, even if it just means text them every once in a while and be like, how's your day? Like, what's going on? And just check in with those people, because sometimes that's all that someone needs. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Guess we're on step 9. It's read a book. I am really bad at reading books. I mean, like, I'm not bad at reading books, I'm bad at finishing books, which is really funny because my mom's a librarian, so shh, don't tell anybody. But I've read 2 books on quarantine, which is a lot for me because I don't really ever have time to read. So if you sit down, my mom just brought me this book from, oh, there's something in it. Oh, it's a little postcard. It's Julian Rancic, Going Off Script. And I don't really know what it's about, but I'm definitely gonna read it. And why I put this one on the list is because reading a book is really gets you out of your own reality and puts you into a new reality. So if you just start focusing on the characters in the book, and just really focus all your attention on that, maybe that's what you need for the day. You need to just focus on something else except for what's going on in your life. And I miss Disney World. Number 10. We're halfway there, guys. It's so great. Right, so number 10 is get dressed up. So maybe it's like, don't wear your sweatpants anymore. Maybe it's like, let's put on some jean shorts, let's shake it up a little bit, put on some jeans, put on a dress. Ooh, we're getting fancy. So if you just put on some clothes that make you feel good, even if it's like, oh, I'm wearing sweatpants, but I'm gonna put on some heels. Do it. Who cares? Literally do things that make you happy. And sometimes getting dressed up and looking good, even if it's to go to the fridge, do it. Do it. Number 11. Some of you may recognize this couch from a current photo shoot I had on it. That brings us to step 11, do a photo shoot. I got some new little PJs on a site called Romwe, and I wanted to do a photo shoot because it was fun. It wasted time. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, some of these things are just time wasters, and that's kind of what we need right now. But it was also super fun to just take some photos and mess around and be silly. Number 12. I don't know why I put up 2 2s because that would be 22, but it's make a quarantine list. So for a lot of people who are feeling sad or anxious or depressed or frustrated, I am by no means a therapist, so I'm sorry, but making a list and seeing things you've accomplished in quarantine is great. I have a really big list of things that I've done, even if it's something super small, like I organized the pantry, or I cleaned out my car, I read a book. You know, you just gotta write down things so that when we look back at this time and we're like, wow, quarantine really sucked, like I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did. You got off the couch today. You went and you did your laundry. Even if it's things like that, make a list that is suited for you and only for you, and put it in the notes of your phone so every time you can be like, I'm adding this to my list, or write it down and put it on the wall. Yeah. Number 13, grow plants. I can't say much about this one because I killed the plants that I was growing, but if you get plants from Home Depot or something and you water them, it gives you something to do every day, something to look forward to. When I had the plants before they died, it was something to really look forward to in the morning, coming in, looking how much they grew from the day before and watering them, and then seeing them grow. But mine died. Granted, a squirrel tried to eat them. I put them on the porch and the squirrel tried to eat the flowers, and then finally I just kind of let them die. But don't do that if you want to grow plants. Like, actually, like, try to grow the plants. Number 14, celebrate holidays. Now, this is something I've done for a little while now. I have a calendar, and every day I look up the national holiday for the day. Today is, oh God, let me go look. What is today? Is Monday. Oh my God, how fun. Today's National Camera Day. So isn't that great? You just have to like look up, I'll show you guys the website, nationalholidays.com, and you just look up the holiday. Are they real? I don't know. Do I care? Not really, because it's just something super fun to like look at and be like, oh, today's National Donut Day, which that was actually a real day, but I'm gonna go get a donut and celebrate, because sometimes you gotta celebrate the little things in life. And that's my TED Talk. But I'm not done yet, so keep watching. Number 15, for all you shopaholics, it's go on a mini online shopping spree.
If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have a brain.
Maybe that means going and getting things you need. Like, I needed a kitchen table, and I got one. I needed a couch, and I got one. But I've definitely done some online shopping for clothes, and online shopping is just a safer option right now for people who don't want to go out into the world yet. So I go on sites like Romwe, Forever 21, Shein. They're just definitely some sites that are a little bit cheaper in clothing, but usually their quality is pretty good, and you can definitely get some cute pieces for your wardrobe. But you should treat yourself. If you want to do a shopping spree, do a shopping spree. Figure it out later. Number 16 is try new recipes. Now, if some of you have watched my my really good rendition of making homemade pasta, you would know how that went. It was actually pretty good, but sometimes there's things that you want to make where you just don't have time in like your everyday life of going to work and coming home, going to school, blah blah blah. So I've always wanted to make homemade pasta. Did I have the materials? No. Did I make it work? Kinda. So you just gotta do those things that you want to do, like making pasta, making bread, making cake from scratch. Do it because it's so cool and it's so rewarding to be able to be like, I didn't buy that pasta out of the box and put it in the water. I made that with my hands. Number 17. I almost made a theater joke, but I'm not gonna make it because it's not very appropriate. But number 17 is do something new. Do something you always wanted to do. It's gonna be kind of hard because of the fact that we are kind of confined into our own houses, but maybe you've never gone to the nature preserve down the road. I've done that. It was so good. So maybe there's something safe that you can go do, like walking the trails of Tibet Butler, or I don't know what else you would do. I was gonna say skydive, but like that's probably not really safe right now. But just something you can think within your own limits that you can go do, and it's something new, something crazy, something wild, something safe. Because that was my note card. RIP. But do something new. Number 18 is a self-care day. This one should be kind of common sense because like everyone needs a self-care day at least every once in a while. Whether that's put on a face mask, not this one, but this one that cleans your pores, or take a bath, like a bubble bath, or paint your nails, just sit on the couch. Like self-care is different for everyone. Whatever you need to do to self-care, if it's on the outside or on the inside, do something good for you. Number 19 is redecorate something or DIY. Okay guys, so here's my little setup. This is the 3-drawer thing that I'm gonna do. There's my little planties. If you're wondering how they're doing fine. They're in. So if you don't know what DIY means, it's do it yourself. And I recently did this to 2 pieces of furniture in my room. I had a shelf and I had some drawers, and I ordered some contact paper off Amazon for like $7, and I got some gray paint and I redid them, and they're so cute now. But it was super simple, super easy, and now I have like different furniture in my room because of that. So do something fun like that, or paint a canvas to put on your wall. It doesn't have to be something big. And number 20, my favorite thing, and these were in no specific order because if I did that, that would be so weird and so hard to decide what's the most important because everyone's different. Oh my God, how inspirational. But number 20 is organize some things. Number 20, there was just a really weird noise in my house, so that scared me. But number 20 is organize your house. So you don't have to like organize your whole house, but what I've done is I organized the bathroom, like the drawers in there, because sometimes we just tend to throw things places, and then when things get cluttered, our minds get cluttered, and then we get really just stressed for no reason. Like, yeah, my socks are all in a bin, and like it stresses me out because like I don't know where the other sock is. Put them together, do that weird little ball thing, put them together, organized. Chef's kiss, like everyone keeps saying on the internet. And now I started doing it because, God. Or I organize my pantry so I can see where things are, so when I go grocery shopping, it's not like, oh, I need salt. No, Taylor, you have 5 things of salt. You're never gonna finish that. But yeah, that's 20. Organize your house. Oh my God, I'm so short. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really hope that it helped some people in one way or another, or give you some new ideas to do with your kids or your friends or your family, or I don't even know, yourself in my case. Just things to do during this quarantine so we can make it happy. And the title of this video is Only Happy Days because yes, we are allowed to be sad, we are allowed to be angry, we are allowed to be frustrated, but I feel in my own heart that in every day you have to find one thing that makes you happy to make that day worthwhile. So I've had some rough days during this whole thing, And that goes back into the gratitude too. It's like if you're sad and you're anxious and you're upset, frustrated, whatever it is, if you're like, yeah, I just got furloughed from my job, but at the end of the night, I can go back and I have the means to make myself a great dinner and it was awesome and I really enjoyed it. I can sit down and watch Netflix on my TV, like that made me so happy. Just to be able to do that, you just have to find one thing every day that makes you happy, and I honestly think quarantine will be such a better time than it already is if your quarantine is good. But even if you guys have friends who are having a hard time and you know that, you have family or your significant other is going through a really hard time in quarantine, maybe you should send them this video. Maybe not, I don't know, I'm not in charge of you. But this video was meant to just bring some happy things into this quarantine because I think we're all in the same boat of just being confused and frustrated. And I've really had some time to self-reflect and go into my own mind and just say, listen, being positive is the only thing that's gonna make you happy. So doing things that make you happy is all we have right now. So take these tips, do what you will with them. If you guys want to share with me some of the things that you did, you can go onto my it sounds so weird. Go onto my Instagram, Disney by Tay, or my other Instagram, Tay Tay Buddy, and share them with me because I really, really like seeing what you guys have to say. And yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. I hope everyone is staying safe and taking the precautions that they find necessary. And hopefully soon this world can get back to normal. And if it doesn't, then we'll find a new normal. All right, you guys have a great day. I love you so much. Be positive. It's lightning outside. Have a great day and only happy days from here on out, guys. Peace out.